Hello! This music is so loud. How are y'all doing? I'm doing volume fussing. I'm not good. I'm very bad actually. I got follow-botted right before this. I'm quite stressed. I managed to get rid of them, but I'm feeling a little oh my god, is this gonna fuck YouTube up again? No, I think we're okay. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties as well. And I had to fix them all on my own. I don't know. I'm kind of the wind's been knocked out of my sails, guys. But we're gonna stream anyway. I don't know. Yeah. No one. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna play some Paranormasight. I'm just feeling a little sad. Thank you for all. Yeah. Alright, I can turn this on. Sorry, it was like being weird. Alright, let's hope this is okay. Let me know if it's too quiet. So this. I did save. Oh yeah, we're up to chapter 2. Alright. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. Oh. The emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then... So from what I remember of what happened last time, if you weren't here, is that we made friends with a girl named Yoko who wanted to try and resurrect her dead dog. Unfortunately, so she tried to do this like ritual. We have this menu here. Oh, don't know what's going on there. Files. We've got all the stuff. 7 mysteries. So we've solved the Whispering Canal. We got that mystery was done. That's what chapter 1 was about. But we're figuring out what's going on. And a creepy guy called Takumi. There we go. New. There we go. Culture Society. Gameplay guide. No, I want to know. Where are the people? Persons of interest, yeah. So we're this guy. We are Shogo, and he unfortunately this lovely Yoko was looking for a way to resurrect her dog. But unfortunately she died from the curse, and then this dude showed up, this weirdo, and he was like, you need to give me the item that killed her because it's one of the relics of the 7 mysteries. And we were like, nah mate, and we just decided to kill him, which maybe I shouldn't have done. It's also this guy who like narrates it, and also we know from the very beginning of this game that apparently Shogo is gonna die, so let's just see what happens. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. I've got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dredges. Yeah, we've got to fill up our soul dredges. Probably I had a lot of issues at the beginning. What issues like how? I had a lot of stuff happen before stream, so I'm not entirely sure. It was kind of stressful. I was kind of trying to solve something, so I don't know. Links like what? YouTube was acting weird, but I don't know. Like the ones on Twitter or like my Discord or what? I don't know. Probably the YouTube one, maybe? I don't know. Oh, everything seems fine. Like, what links are incorrect? I don't know. Sorry. I had a lot of, it was kind of stressful before stream. Hi, Prey. I got follow botted. I'm really happy and doing great, and no one was around to help, so I'm totally not salty. Oh, I think I forgot to update the tide. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's not okay. Again, I had a million things on my mind. Thank you. That was my fault. Thank you. Yeah. Swirl, for the record, as the mod, if you see that, you can change that for me. Guys, maybe I should go. I'm not feeling very well all of a sudden. You know, I can update it. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot to change at the beginning. It got kind of stressful. Is that better? If you refresh? Oh. Did it just like kill the stream? There we go. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I should like go. Maybe we could do this later. I don't know. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know, I was dealing with like 500 things at once. If you guys want me to carry on, I can. I'm just feeling kind of weird. Thank you, Bray. I don't know now. I'm a little embarrassed. I guess we can continue. I think it would feel better. I just want to fund the donathon. It's kind of stressful. Yeah, no, we can continue. I think that'll feel better. I don't know. Just gonna yell at my mods after. Not enough. The soul of a non-cursed spear amount to little more than a leftover breadcrumbs. Okay, so Takumi wasn't one. Alright. I have to think of places where the other cursed spirits of the seven mysteries would be. The curses were activated all around midnight and the others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. I can continue, guys. It's okay. I was just, I don't know. I'm not gonna vent on stream. It's fine. Like all my real things are just like it's all stream related. It's not like I have a lot on my mind. I don't know. It was just kind of an awkward start. I would prefer if we could just play the game maybe and like forget it happened, if that's okay. Is that okay with you guys? Same as me. Let's see, which of the seven mysteries are closest? I'm in Kinshicho area right now. Haunting clappers are just on the other side of the Yoyoka River, just over Shimoku Bridge. The foot washing mansion and the... It was the funniest one because it's like a giant foot. Hang on, I need to remind myself. Files. I don't know what that is. So is it the Whispering Canal is the one we've already done, and then the Fool's Procession. This was... What was this one? When walking around the estate, you hear the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performer, And he commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when near the Waragisu Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story was also known as the procession of the Tanuki, as many were believed that it must have been the mischievous tricksters behind it all. The beckoning light. This is the light that like led people when they walked. Yeah. The haunting clappers. Near present day Shimoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fire, all the while striking his wooden clappers. Alright, but this was the I want to find the foot one. The foot washing mansion. It was like a giant foot burst through the wall. Felt something. It's Paranormasight. It's a visual novel. Anyway, we'll carry on. Alright. So I'm trying to figure out which one. It's not Home Safety Hotline. The Foot Washing Mansion and the ever-burning lanterns are around South Wari-Gisui Street, past the train tracks. And the further along a Yoko River, I'll find the beckoning light of Honjo Bridge. Honji? Those two places are the closest. I guess I should start there. Think. Oh, finally music. The no music was like making me so uncomfortable. I'll collect the other curse bearers' souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. Dude, I'm just gonna say, you've known Yoko like a month. I think you should just let it go, bro. Just let it go. I should go to another location connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I have the curse stone, which is not very good. Move. Oh, we get to pick. I think this was the foot washing one, and that one was funny. So let's do this one. Plus, it actually does look the closest. Shimoku Bridge area. Was it the foot one? Wait, where was the foot one? Because this one is so funny. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Oh no, this is the bridge. Okay, so we're not gonna get to do the old man foot washing. The Shimoku Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the Haunting Clappers story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. Let's read the wooden clapper one in its entirety, just so we're up to date on what this one's gonna be. An enduring superstition. As the evening bell rings in Ireicho, near present-day Shimoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answered back. He curiously clapped his clappers together again, clack clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of the mischievous Tanuki or Kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Okay, so we're dealing with fires. I only found what looks like 100 yen lighter someone threw away. Wait, you can tell how much a lighter was by looking at it? I mean, all the lighters that look like this are like cheap. 100 yen is about $1 New Zealand, so that sounds maybe a little bit cheap, but yeah. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but also we have to remember that this takes place in like the 70s or 80s, I think, if I remember correctly, so yeah, inflation. But maybe find a use for it. Lighter required. Think. Of course, I didn't just find a lighter. There were tons of cigarette butts strewn across the ground too. Okay, there's a lot of fire imagery, which makes sense. Seems like a place is well in need of some wooden clappers to warn about fire. So quickly. Move, I guess? No. Oh, so we can just travel if we want. Think. Of course, I didn't just... Oh, okay. Can we... Alright, maybe we... I guess we can go to another area then. Both the foot washing... This is it! The foot washing mansion! Let's read about the foot washing mansion. This one felt so out of place! Okay. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern day is the South Wari-Gisui Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. Wash! It commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot and returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken, a man who had been visited by the foot every night asked the friends to trade housing with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Never want to be tragedy with a foot in the title. What was the other one? The foot washing and... What was his next one? And the ever-burning lantern. Okay. And then what was the other one? The ever-burning. I'm gonna have to do this because I have the memory of a goldfish, guys, so I'm so sorry I have to keep going back and remembering what the mysteries even are. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal. Oh, I love soba. Known as South Warigasui, but there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, the owner is nowhere to be found, yet the lanterns that hang from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the sober's cart lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Which, that to be fair, is like less scary because there's no one there, so like it makes sense it's not lit. Just like, ooh, what does it mean? Like if you try and light it, it just doesn't. Maybe it's a dud fuse. I don't know. But what if you try and order something from the soba cart? Soba is really good. I love soba. Okay. Both the foot washing mansion and the ever burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is silent as a grave. Is it just me or is it oddly dark around here? Could it be? Oh, okay. This is one of the ones we can do. Surroundings. I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. And this feeling, it's the same as from before. Oh, what the fuck is this? There's someone over there. Is it a curse echo? A curse of the seven mysteries given form. I knew it. There's a curse bearer around here. It doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? Observe. No, approaching it would be stupid. I should keep my distance. Is there anything else we can interact with? This is just a repeat. Oh, the music. I'm wondering if I get it off. Is it the curse echo? Maybe we should get closer? Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Like I immediately made Shogo change his mind. What the hell is that? It's a guy statue? Are we gonna die here? I think we're gonna die. Darn it, now what? This isn't the curse is doing. Someone's pulling me in. Didn't that hurt? It looks like I'm inside the building. Did it toss me in here? I can't see squat. Is the same darkness from the curse echo? I think. They got me. There has to be the work of another curse bearer. Oh, yeah. Of course this happened at the foot mansion one. They got me. This has to be the work of another curse bearer. Is the darkness because of the curse bearer? They're trying to trap me here. I guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet. If I don't start searching for a way out, shit, I can't see a thing if only I had a source of light. We do! I got the lighter before. Still the lighter I picked up earlier. I'm glad we went there first. Because I could have come here first. There we go. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a little better. What the? Is this something? Drat! He's got a light that ruins everything. Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out. Oh. Use curse, why not? If they walk away from me, I can use them to kill someone. The relic I have. God, what the? Why? Look, I want those. Look, if he wants to save Yoko, I'm just the. And they did try and hurt us. So to be fair, you know what? Die. I feel bad that I'm pretty strict, but that was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. The cursed stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 30% of soul dredges. Yeah, so if it gets to 100, it means we can resurrect someone, which is, we want to resurrect Yoko. Which again, I think this guy's been a bit weird, because he's known her for like a month, but okay. His curse must have something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern. So there must be a connection between the seven mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. So his one, hang on, let me go back and read his one, because we got the full story once we finished that chapter. Seven mysteries, because his one was the Whispering Canal. So it said, formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on a section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never seen again. The strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call the body of water the Whispering Canal. A cursed power kills by drowning one and leaves the cursed bearer behind. So this is what we've got. So that's why everyone you kill with it looks drowned, even if you're on dry land. Because if you saw before of what Yoko and Takumi looked like, they like eyes have rolled back and they look kind of like sullen. Except for memory, Toki loved fishing with her father Jinkichi more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One night, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Yes, she felt left behind, so if you turn your back on the curse bearer. Okay. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the road until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing by the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passerby thought of it only as the fish in the canal. The splashing faded and silence returned to the lonely night. Alright. So then... hang on, I want to go culture and society? No, it's a mysterious phenomena. The rite of resurrection, which is what we're trying to do. Curse stones. So we have the Whispering Canal, which is this fuck-ass fish thing. Soul dredges. When someone dies, their life essence leaves their body and becomes a soul if one is killed by means of certain curses. However, their life essence will turn into residue known as soul dredges. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dredges as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dredges required depends on the person being resurrected passed away. The more time has passed since the passing, the more soul dredges are required. Alright, so we don't have that many because Yoko only died tonight. Other mysteries are coming, but it seems that this place is clear for now. Alright, well then let's move it to Hononji Bridge? Hononji Bridge. Oh, there's a cowboy here. Yeehaw. I'm here at Hononji Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. This was the sober man. Someone standing on the bridge silhouetting themselves against the sky. Draws attention, why not? Fucking hell. Wait. Fine, I'll go first. Whoa. Yeah, this guy's crazy here. I see. Interesting. Well now, this is a surprise. Huh? Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. Think? Along with one super shady looking guy, only a curse bearer would have any reason to be here at this time. Don't say that, maybe he's just on a walk. Don't be immediately like, this guy is gonna kill me. Maybe I should talk to him. He's a flamboyant fellow, wouldn't bat an eye. Oh, I see how Shogo feels. He sees someone who's flamboyant and he's like this shady. Okay. Oh no, he's voting for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if it were the inner city, but he stands out a sore thumb in these parts. No, we want to stay here. We talk to him? Yeah. Come now, I won't hurt it to at least tell me your name. I'm wondering if, like, telling people my name, because what if his one has to do with, like, knowing the name? He's the beckoning light, which is the... Which one was the beckoning light again? Yeah, so while walking along the road near Honjo at night, one might spot a hazy lantern up ahead despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out and suddenly when you get near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the ones who see it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's a vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Alright, so I'm just wondering if, like, telling him my name might be, like, how his curse works, if he is the curse bearer. I'm Shogo. Fine, my name is Shogo. Careful now, young man. It's not wise to go about giving your... This is what I just said. Strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. Okay, is this guy Michael Jackson? You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you think. Do you even remember that time, like, back in, like, 2010s on, like, Tumblr where everyone was, like, you had to give, like, every detail about yourself and people were weird about it. Like, you were like, I am, like, everything about, like, your identity because it was so weird, man. Your, like, name, it was so fucking weird. Please practice internet safety. Your personal information is more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either then. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. Can I just call you Kai? But didn't you say not to? Never mind. You say you're a detective. That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you though. I only told you that we could have an understanding. Private detective, Richard Kai. Open updates page. Alright, let's see. 6 mile private investigator Kuroseko, the eccentric man that Shogooku ran into on Honjo Bridge. He's interesting. Isn't he, guys? He's unique. Alright, let's talk to Richter Kai. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid of his ethnicity, but he stands out like a sore thumb. Yeah, so just said it. It's like Michael Jackson. Think? I guess. A detective? Really? He dressed like that? He may look ridiculous, but he knows what he's doing. I don't want him finding out about me. Wait, how do you know he knows what he's talking about? You've just met him. He could be like a fucking quack. Oh, whatever. I don't think he's a curse bearer, so I'm better off just leaving him alone. Items. I only have the lighter and the curse stone. I don't want to use the curse stone. This guy seems nice, but... Alright, I guess... move? It won't let me really do anything. Oh, bridge. I can look at the bridge. Honjo Bridge has a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, but the middle is steel. The Oyoko River beneath it is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. Okay, I can't... It seems I can't... Oh, I can talk to him. Talk. What's a detective doing around here? Working. And that's all I'll say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. This seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? Well, that's true. We did see a strange man we saw before. I saw a strange man lurking around. I see. Then let me ask you a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man? I'm looking for someone. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I just might be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? Yeah, that's literally what he's like. He's like, how dare you stop on this bridge in this neighborhood? I'm wondering if we should bring the curse up, because he doesn't seem like the curse bearer, but we don't know that. If he knows that we're aware of them... Why not? Why not? I know I said a person, but I'm actually looking for something called the Beckoning Light. The Beckoning Light? Ah, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's right, a friend of mine was really into that kind of stuff. She said the Beckoning Light appears here in the middle of the night. I wanted to see it for myself. Really, you're an adventurous type, aren't you? Unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. I've been here for a while and I haven't seen any strange lights. Alright, well, thanks for telling me. But just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I think... Okay, now I'm sus. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help. Oh, that's right. I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean, like, for cigarettes? Well, I've got this cheap one I picked up, but that's it. Oh no, that'll do nicely. Are you sure? Okay, what are you gonna do with it? Anyway, I should go back to work. Once you've gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course. My work is top secret. That makes sense. He's a detective, NDAs. Anyway, I should go. Okay, I guess. Items? Cheap lighter. Alright, we can't give him the lighter. Sure. The other side of the industrial district. Yeah, he's very like, milady. The further down from the bridge is the temple, from which it gets its name. Hardly anyone's around here, not surprising as it's past 2 in the morning. It feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. I guess we could go... This guy doesn't seem... Okay, I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? Midoricho Park at the end of the South Warigasui Street is the Taiko of Tsugaru. North of their school is Komegata High School at the location of the Fool's Procession. It should be around here. We'll go this one's closer. Midoricho Park. Oh, there's some people here. Sorry. This is Midoricho Park, location of the Taiko of Tsugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. Huh? Someone's there. It is, it's 2 lads. 2 men. One middle-aged and another a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. He's so paranoid. Every time he sees anyone now, he's like, curse bearer. Which, there's 7 mysteries of Honjo, but we know there's more than 7. Like, it's a very confusing title. Like, more got added later. There's like 12. So I guess there's 12 curse bearers. He lives in Tokyo. I don't think every person he meets, just because it's like at nighttime. If you're in a major city, you're gonna see people around at night. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation from the distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind a tree to move out of line of sight. Huh. They were supposed to be around here, but I don't see any, boss. Should I get them stupid voices? No. No. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we can see something before the night is done. Maybe you're right, but still, the 7 mysteries. Oh, okay, there are into the 7 mysteries. Huh? Was there a noise from behind us just now? Well, Shogo sucks at hiding. Hey, who's there? Shogo did shit at that, didn't he? Oh, you 2 are police officers. Ha! Young people often say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as procedure. I am Jun Irio. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department, Investigation Division. Newbie detective. Okay, he looks irritating. No offense. And this old guy, oh my god, he's doing that fucking like anime, like, it's that like anime like kissy lip face, but because everything here is like sort of semi-realistically drawn, it's just duck facing. Okay, this old guy with the sculling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Susugami, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he's actually quite the sweet tooth. Okay, that was like really unnecessary. Do you ever introduce your friend and you're like, hey, they really like chocolate? Like, no. Irio, quit blabbering. Immediately do not like Irio. Yeah, that face, the 3-mouth thing. I can't do it. I don't have a toggle on my model, I'm so sorry. Tetsuo, do I have a toggle like that on my new model? Please donate to my donathon to find out. Maybe I do. Open up this page. Alright, let's read about these guys. Tetsuo Susugami, male, Chief Inspector, Kuroseko, a gruff police detective that Shogo Aoki meets at Midoricho Park. Jun Irio, male detective, Kuroseko, a fresh-faced police detective that Shogo Aoki meets at Midoricho Park. Alrighty. Alright, what are we gonna say about these guys? I always imagine detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. I don't know if I'd call him pleasant. Can we, like... What was that? Hang on, I got something. Oh, okay. Tetsuo. He's as intimidating as I expect a veteran cop to be. First the private detective, now police detectives. Why today of all days? Let's talk to you, because I'll leave the questions up to him. I've got nothing to ask. Alright. Can we look at our surroundings? No. Alright, let's talk to Irio. Fucking, why does he do this? It's so weird. I hate it. Stop! Stop! Stop it! I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. Alright, here's my driver's license. Well, you work at Hihaku Soaps? I hear they've been raking it in, lady. That true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Oh yeah, he works for like a cosmetics company. Thank you for your patronage. Irio, you use hair products? What do you mean? Of course he uses... Of course he washes his hair. Give it the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use sorts of... This is so concerning. Like, this is
This isn't toxic masculinity. He's judging him because he washes his hair? Guys, please tell me you wash your hair. Guys in chat, it's not emasculating to wash your hair. Just putting it out there. If that's a concern. Holy shit. Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays use all sorts of things. Isn't that right, Mr. Ooki? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss. It's kind of a caveman who thinks only using a bar of soap for all this washing makes him cool or something. Exactly. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do. I bet this guy smells horrific. Holy shit. I don't want to be here. Does he not use deodorant? Like, I don't know. Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps, just... Now I'm thinking of that image that's like the 13-in-1 and it's like shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, deodorant, peanut butter, motor oil. One soaps for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Ha! That right, Aereo. That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? Okay, these two are... Okay, if the tick means that we've exhausted everything, right? Yeah, I think... Anyway, Mr. Q, what are you doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember even Midorichio Park has one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? This was the Taiko of Tsugaru, right? That's right, the Taiko of Tsugaru. The whole area used to be the residence of Tsugaru, a clan of samurai. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? Oh, cool art piece. No, nothing. Though I admit I have been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you best be heading home. Stop doing that! I hate- I'm gonna move in front of it so you guys don't have to look. Something wrong? You're free to go. Stay. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm just gonna try and block that guy. Sorry, it makes me so uncomfortable. I still have to look at it, but you guys don't. I'm gonna block it with my horn. Excuse me. Since you detectives are around, does that mean something happened around here? Well, we are investigators, so it is indeed related to a case. But don't worry, there's no threat to civilians whatsoever. We'll be here a while longer looking into things, but you can rest easy. A while longer, huh? That's not good. This may be my only chance. Okay, so Shogun's just turned into a serial killer. He's just trying to kill every curse bearer. That's awful. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. I can't really think. While I'm fairly sure one of them is a curse bearer, getting them to leave will be hard. Maybe I should go somewhere else before they get any more suspicious of me. Alright, let's go to the other place. Komagata High School, front gates. Are we just gonna- guys, are we gonna just kill everyone? That like, every time we get a- is that how we should play this? Because I feel kind of guilty. Here I am at Komagata High School. School gates. Let's see here. Ah, someone's there! Huh? Whoa, what the? Ouch. I'm sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? Student. A girl in a school uniform came climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. That thing she's hiding in her hand. No doubt about it. That's a curse stone. This girl is a curse bearer. Oh, we got that fast. Okay. Surroundings. Let's learn about the school. The school is supposedly one of the former sites of the daimyo's residence where he encountered the fool's procession. It's now the center of a quiet residential area. Okay, open files. Komagata High School, a co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High. Although it opened in Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policy saw it change its name, becoming Komagata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit.
that success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports clubs face challenges with its inner city location and small campus. Its traditional cultural research club is thriving, however, even issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with local records offices. Interesting. Okay, Honjo. This is just it. Here at Oshi Park. There's the part where that was where we started. It's the high school we're at. The occult craze, telephone booth. I like how we can learn about the telephone booth because it's like this is set in. I can't remember what year this is set again, but it's like 70s or 80s. Alright. Well, she's a curse bearer, so there's no doubt at the moment she's holding a curse stone, I think. This girl, she's a curse bearer. I guess we can talk to her. What's going on? Why are you at the school this late? Well, I'm really sorry, but I'm in a hurry right now. Like, I really don't feel right killing a teenager. I'm really sorry. I think I'm just gonna let her go. Hey, wait. Huh? God, wait, I didn't click it. It just did that. A curse. Wait. I can't be. Mio, I'm sorry. I did not click it. I did not want to kill this girl. I didn't. Okay, I guess I didn't get a choice. I didn't want to kill a teenager. What the fuck? She's like 14. I didn't consent to that game. Okay. I killed her. Yes, I got a curse spirit. This is working. I just have to keep this up. Shogo sucks. How many more do I need? 1, 2? Shogo. Okay, I guess this is plot progression, but okay, I guess maybe we don't get a choice. I didn't click the button. Alright, on to the next one. Dude. First, the one-sided read by Ryugoko Bridge. And then the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. Alright, we'll go there first because it's closer. Former Yasuda Gardens. Oh, this is pretty. The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However... Oh, finally we get one of these like 3D ones again. It feels weird being in this magnificent gardens after hours. There's no visitors or groundskeepers in sight. Ryogoku Public Hall is also on these grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes the place feel even more otherworldly. Open updates page. A lush green park administered by Sumida City. As is common in traditional Japanese gardens, its large central pond is shaped like a character for a heart. The path that crisscrosses its grounds, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage or bird watching. The gardens once pulled in water from Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide, a novelty in Edo, which had begun filling in the bay to support expansion, but the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures. Interesting. Alright. Let's take a look. Is there anything weird? I think it's just gonna have the same... Yeah, it's the same as before. I'm just seeing if there's anything... Oh, fucking hell! Fuck you! So, have you decided what you're going to do? With your... I'm gonna kiss her? Oh, so precious. Curse stone. Okay. Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called far out from behind me. Okay. I've been waiting for you. I have a curse stone. Okay, we can kill her. She's weird. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out was let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. A strange one. A woman in her 30s, she has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high-class standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place. Think. Damn it. Did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me any time. I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't hand over my curse stone. People find out about this very quickly. He only got the curse stone like 3 hours ago. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that'd catch her interest. Alright, let's yap. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone, depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. Introduce yourself. If we're going to talk, we should get to know each other better. My name is Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And I'll have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? Okay, we'll just blurt out your name. 7. Does that mean we only get like 7 goes? What conditions have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly strip naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even start to take my shirt off. Can you imagine that? That would be a really good way to like deter a mugger or something. Or like an attacker just starts stripping. They'd be so weirded out. They'd be like, what? I had a friend who was mugged once. She was okay. I think she just like had her like phone stolen, but that would be terrifying. Have any of you ever been mugged? I haven't been mugged. But I feel like that would, if they came up and they like pulled out a knife and they were like, give me all the shit in your bag, and then you just like started just stripping. You think that they would just like leave? I think it would work. It wouldn't. You don't think it would work, Swirl? You don't think so? Damn. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of Evergreen Beach. Oh, you've never been mugged. So you do think that stripping in front of a mugger would deter them. Street smarts. And I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. In which case there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I even got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Is it because we have the lighter on us? I'm just wondering if there's anything we can like interact with. This guy, no. Fuck, I thought she wasn't there for a minute. Oh, right. About curse stones. If you take my curse stone, what are you gonna do with it? With your curse stone? It's brewing with soul dredges, isn't it? It's already killed so many. No. How does she know so much? I like to avoid such crude methods myself. 6. Okay, it's the same thing. I sense a shadow hanging over. I wonder if that has to do with this place. So I can't figure out her curse. I'll have to set off my own. I don't see how I could make her leave though, not while she has the upper hand. All I can think of is to make her use her curse. Damn it. But there's no way I could counterattack after she curses me. I'm just gonna see if she's shown up and the persons of interest. Has she shown up yet? No. The Rite of Resurrection. You want soul dredges. That means you're after the Rite of Resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give me your curse stone? Sure, I'd consider it. So tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 5. I'm just wondering if there's like anything in the surroundings we can like interact with. I love the fact that this visual novel has like 3D, but like full 360 environments. It's so cool. I'd love to do that for Withered. I don't know how easy it would be though. Can we make her introduce herself? Well, what if you just tell me your name? Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Huh? Right. Ma'am? Yes, what is it? Oh, this is bad. She's completely running the show here. 4. I think. All I can think of is I could use her curse, but there's no way I could counter it if she curses me. About curse stones. Can you take soul druises from other curse bearers' stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth a try. She's kind of hot, not gonna lie. Like, she's kind of bad. So basically, you want soul druises, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right, but half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 3. I think. I don't think it's gonna work. Has it got anything new? No. What if we introduce ourselves? I've had enough. 2 curse bearers. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 2. Alright, Alright, we've exhausted that rite of resurrection. My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive, when I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after my first and look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He'd always had strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them, even if it was no such match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes me all the more sorry that I have had to change my mind. I see. So even after what I told you... 1. We've still got more. Well, that was... Let's keep going that way. You still weren't handed over. 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Farewell. No! Did we do it right? Did we do it wrong? The guy, damn it, he must have been following me. But it's already too late. The detective. Alright, I think we got a bad end, guys. Oki deceased. Damn it. Witness. Alright. My, Lulu, you seem to have arrived at a less than favourable result. It's not all in vain, however, as you finally realise how the curse is activated. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from this conversation with this lady. Try again, alright. Very well, remind her how to ward off the curse. But bear in mind, Oki has no way of realising it himself, so you must react for him. Wait, what? How? Wait, how did it... Alright. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out a moment? Alright. Introduce yourself? She doesn't let him introduce herself. Well, what if we just keep doing this?
He came from over here. How do you guys think that was? I don't know what activated it. It was fire related. Hang on, what? She's potentially... Files. 7 mysteries. Which one is this again? This is the Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinnen's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree, as rumors spread of it eternally being known green, becoming known as the Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so lack of fallen leaves had nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it became a legend at all. Yeah, okay. Feels weird being in these. Okay. Alright, let's try again. What if we absorb. Why don't you just tell me your name? Why? She says call me ma'am. We have to get her to leave. Alright, introduce yourself. 5. Alright. Okay, we've done that about the curse stones. We've read all this. She won't tell us, but then she tells us about her son. Liar. Yeah, liar, blah, blah, blah. 3. Okay, what if we just keep doing the Rite of Resurrection? Okay, her son died. Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes me all the sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see here. Okay, we've got new dialogue now. So even after what I told you... 2, alright. Okay, I think we gotta keep doing this one. You still won't hand it over. 1. About the curse stones. But... you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul dredges, but steal the ones the others have gathered. Half right, but half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? Okay, she's such a shame. What? Okay. Okay, we failed it again. Oh well. So she set us on fire. It says we do know how she activated her curse, but I don't know. Is it the countdown? Yeah, my alert seems to have arrived at least in favorable result. Yeah. Try again. Very well. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return. Wait, how do we ward off the curse? Can we like jump into the water? Could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. Alright. Okay, let's try and do all the cursed stone ones, because it's the one that we don't seem to exhaust. Alright. Soldiers, just some other curse bureaus. It says we know how to ward off the curse, but I can't. How do you ward off the curse? For no more curses. Curse echoes and curse bureaus.
Curse stones. Soldierages, the record of fates. Rite of resurrection. Curse eagles, curse bearers. Yeah, I don't think we. She has the one for the evergreen, right? Okay, so she's okay with killing people because she wants to get her son back. All right. This is the first time I've got like stuck in this game. How do you know you haven't already set off my curse? Go on then, use it. Carl, thank you for the follow. Thank you for becoming livestock. Welcome, welcome. If I had, you could have activated it without any bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn, does she already know about it? About that student from before? But she already knows what- which I did not want to kill, by the way. Activate it. She wouldn't hide it, because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. She must not know yet. I still have a chance. Okay, I think we'll make a breakthrough. Listen. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. About what? Talking like this instead of killing immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain. Alright, 5. Alright. Think. Is that uploaded anymore? What condition have I fulfilled? I'm trying to think. It has to do with the curse, right? Because I think she's got the one for the evergreen beach. And the whole thing was that it was an evergreen tree and people thought it was magic. But it wasn't. It was just an evergreen tree. And I guess just they didn't know that was a thing. They thought all trees were deciduous. So... Take to lunch. Wait. I still think he should strip naked. So as long as I'm here. In which case there's no escape. She'd activate the curse before I ever got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's still like, do things over. But all it does is light me on fire. I don't know how that... Have I missed something? What do you guys think? Questions. You actually can't kill me, can you? And that strange countdown from before too. It's all just a bluff to threaten me. Well, no, we've seen that it does kill him. I don't give in to threats, so why don't you give up and, if that were the case, give it a try then. Only 5 more now. Let me tell you the number. 4. I'm gonna keep doing this. This conversation is over. 3. Okay, I've exhausted that one, so maybe the Rite of Resurrection one? Not that I'm trying to compare a circle. Okay, she is like, I'm not telling you. Maybe when we get down to 1, we do something. 2, so... Rite of Resurrection. My son, okay. She tells us about her son. He'd defend them, no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes it all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after all I've told you... 1. Of course! Throw it away, the lighter? You throw it away because it was they light us on fire. Because it was a burning. Oh! What did you just... Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Haha! I was just thinking they lit us on fire and we've had that on us the whole time. Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could the lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of the curse? But why? How did I... She's gonna... Okay, well, bye. Okay. Bye, lady. Copy. The problem is that detective is following us, right? The curse stone is getting 25% soldierages. What are we up to now? We got 36 from the girl. Oh, I'm just wondering how that relates to the evergreen, though. The fire. You have to have obviously something that can light on fire on the body to activate the curse. That's why he gets rid of the lighter. Hey man, quick question for you. What the? That is quite the sweater. Sorry this is so sudden, but I've got to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? Oh my god, he's doing the fucking anime glasses thing. What? Oh, some legs. Great. Kurosiko. Is this the Kurosiko? Man. Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself. What is he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that I can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? What's that? The hell is that? But you took too long to answer, huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the Kurosiko appeared. I knew it. You're a curse bearer too. You can stop trying to hide it now that you were doing a very good job. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. My name is Yutaru Namigaki. My Kurosiko is the foot- Oh, this is the fucking foot washing guy! Great! This is the fucking foot guy. He's very honest. Alright, let's read about him. Young man encountered at Ryogoku Bridge. He didn't hide the fact he was a curse bearer. Was the girl added? No, they never added the woman. A chat? I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright. What I don't understand is why Shogo doesn't just, like, go home and go to bed after all this. Like, walking around town in the middle of the night seems to be... I don't think there was any sort of time limit. The only thing is obviously the longer that someone is dead, the more curses you need. But I'm sure, like, one night of sleep probably would... I don't know. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Can we look around here? Let's talk about the bridge. A large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakuro-rocho in Cho City. Alright, cool. Good to know. We've already learned about the bridge. Surroundings. The canal where the one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere, but now there's no trace of it left. Hang on, I want to go into my files for a minute. Creststones. Soldierages. I'm trying to figure out what... Because maybe she didn't have the evergreen one. Because it doesn't necessarily mean the area you're in is what's associated. Like, yeah, hers was near the evergreen beach, but I'm wondering if her one... I'm wondering if her one was this one. The Sugaru one. Because of the fire. One-sided reed. Or the ever-burning lantern. I think that was hers, possibly. Oh, fuck! There's another person here. Hello. What the? How did... Oh, don't mind me. Yutaru said he wanted to talk. You'd better answer quickly before, well, you know what. Okie dokie. Let's just ignore the lady. Ooh. Kurosiko. This is Kurosiko that he said that it was a foot washing mansion. Is that why there are only legs? Alright. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? I don't know if that. Join forces? Together soldierages? Yep. You're using your curse bearer, then someone... you're cursed because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all ourselves. Think about it. We could split the work, and we'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal, working together. I hadn't thought about... Yeah, that's actually a good point. Can the soldierages in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it. And I can't do that alone either. I see. Fine. Alright then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks. I'm hoping that working with him isn't how you activate his curse. But he said he has the foot one. I don't know what would be the kicker for that one. I'm dealing with someone who can think through things rationally, but there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soldierages do you have right now? I don't trust that face. Right, I have some, of course. I am more than competent after all. I'm asking how many. I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate. I'll have plenty. Okay, this guy's kind of just a chud. I bet you haven't managed to get any of your own, have you? I'm at 92%. Say what? That's the amount of soul dredges I have in my curse stone right now. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my... They're like freaking Pokemon trainers. How many badges do you have, Ash? Like... I'll keep gathering soul dredges on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces bullshit. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you... Huh? What the... Is this voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it ends you. Damn it. Alright, I think we fucked that one. Alright, I wonder what we did wrong there. This is suddenly getting hard. Okay. Okay, you hear... You get achievements for it, though. Oh, yeah. This is more of a conjecture on my part. You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not. You may make as many attempts as you can in your conversation with Yutaro. Okay. Yeah, okay. Fortunately, we cannot... think. A chat between 2 curse bearers? What is he trying to pull? Hi, mums! Okay, we can't do anything with her. Alright, let's talk. Alright, what do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces? Okay, we've already done all this. Join forces, working together. And then we ask how many... What if we just go, this is going nowhere? Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run in the space? Run away while we're in the middle of testing. Have you ever forgot a collab and just woke up from a nap literally 2 minutes before it starts? Good job. Well, you're just going to have to trust me, or do you think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 92. Huh? Say what? Well, this is what happened before. Yeah, we've already told him this. We're at 92. This is just looping. I see, that's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, you leave me no choice. No, we died again. Okay, so maybe we don't talk to him. Because both options, whether you say this is going nowhere or fine, we die. So maybe we don't talk? Yeah, we get it. Okay, yeah, we get it. Okay, try again. Alright. He says it's something to do with sound, like once you hear it, you can't do it. But the only thing we have is our curse stone, so it's not like before. He is dressed weird. This guy, yeah, it's kind of... we can't do anything with her. Let's think. Whoa, there's a woman behind him. What does she have to do with this? The two of them gathering soul dredges together. Can I talk to her now? Oh, she doesn't let us do anything. Is there anything else we haven't... We've looked at this, we've looked at the surroundings. I'm just trying to figure out what we haven't done differently. Like, what can we do differently, I should say. The only thing we can do is talk. Alright, join forces. We've already been through all this. Join forces, and then I'm like, I'm at 92%. Okay, fine again. How how many soldiers do you have right now? And then he gets a bit pissy because he's only at 1%. Yeah. Yeah, if we do, okay, that's what happens. Alright, we get this again. What do we do? It's got to be something to do with the girl behind us, right? Okay, maybe we need to think about the curse we have, because he has the foot washing one, because of course he fucking does. Files. No mysteries. So what's... Okay, sorry guys. Oh, I might have to end stream. My internet's being really weird. I feel like it's gonna die again. Okay. Why are you doing this? We good? You gonna behave yourself? You gonna behave yourself, internet? I wonder why it's suddenly doing this. Let me just check something. Hang on. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Alright. Let me just check something. I'm just making sure everything is okay. I think we're good. I think. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just checking, making sure it's okay. I think we're okay. I don't know, it was like this yesterday too, streamed. I don't know, it's been really weird lately. Anyway, we're trying to figure out how to kill the foot guy. Everything okay now, guys? Sorry about that. My internet just decided to... It's gotta be something with her. We've got to do... If we talk to him, this is the problem. The minute we talk to him, it's just dead ends. Thinking. Oh, there's a woman behind him, but does she have to do with this? Soldiers just together? I can't leave. Curse stones. It's at 92%. I don't feel right talking to him. Because the minute we do, no matter what I select, we die. So it's gotta be something else. What's he trying to pull? We seem like it says we've exhausted everything with her, right? What do we do? It doesn't seem like there's anything else we can interact with. I don't want to talk to him again because every time we do, we get Curse Echo. What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. Because every conversation you have with this guy, I don't think, because there's no other options for me to select. It just ends up with him killing us. I don't want to talk to him again. But there's like no other option. Alright. Will you join forces? It's going nowhere. I used to say you won't run away in the middle of testing it. Well, you're just going to have to trust me, or do you think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 92%. So... Are you serious? See, this is the thing. I don't think we should tell him. Cooler bluff. Yeah, the minute we tell him, he does this. What if I mute the game? Like, is it gonna be like that fourth wall? No way! What the... Oh my gosh! I didn't think that would work! I was just remembering because I remember this game does do fourth wall breaks. Like, it read the name of my computer when I started. Thank God my computer's called ROADKILLROSE and not my actual name. And I was like, well, it's talking about hearing a voice. So what if I just mute the game? Yeah, Psychomantis, it is like that. Huh? I thought I don't hear anything. What? There's no way. And yet, there he is. Perfectly unharmed. Okay, I'm starting to get how this works. What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Yutaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll just be on my way then. Oh, well. I feel like this would be more effective if I could put the sound on, but I'm gonna wait. What? How is this? Are the girls still there? Wait, are we at 100 now? Alright, we can put the sound back on. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Guys, aren't I so smart? I was like, hear a voice. Do we mute the game? Thank God, and now I've gotten the last of the soldierages I need. Was that just a coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Because the storyteller introduced it and he said, like Shogo can't remember everything. It's sort of up to us. And then I realized that, like, we told him to throw away the lighter for the woman. And, like, Shogo was like, I don't know why. He just threw it into the pond. And she was like, why did you do that? And he's like, I don't know. I just felt like I had to do it. And that freaked her out because you'd obviously lost the source of fire.
So, okay, I'm getting how this works now. Okay, I'm understanding how this game works. This is amazing! Things are going well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, I should check my curse zone. It should have gained a lot just now. What the? Oh, it blew up. Story chart unlocked. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take a chance to tell you about the story chart. This is a screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, but you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogioki had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely, however, due to certain circumstances, this has been locked away until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At these times, you will choose for yourself what story you'd like to continue next. Alright. How to play. All. Okay. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do, after all, you've gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led her to dying the way she did? You've come to this several times, but I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and the voice earlier, Shogoki has no way of knowing that himself. Oh, and on that note, I am curious. Don't read my... I have determined how many people Shogo Okuki has killed with his curse. He killed Takumi the woman, the schoolgirl. Yeah, Takumi the woman at the pond, the schoolgirl, and the guy from before. So 4? I don't think we killed Yoko. It's 4, right? I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 1. Well, that is all. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Okay. Okay, quest the 7. Okay. Alright. Okay, so obviously there is something we can do to change the story here. So maybe we should go back to the park. Something happened to Yoko? Something's got Yoko really riddled. I think. Something's got Yoko really riddled. Yoko, So what happened was we turned away from her. And then if we turn back... Yoko! Like, did she want us to turn around? Because the thing is that... So she's in no condition to keep yelling her name. What? Because this was the thing, we turned away and when we turned back, Yoko was dead. Is calling her name really going to help? I'm all out of yelling as hard as I can. Should I look at what's causing this? There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me. You're going to be okay. It's alright. There's nothing there. Yoko! Yoko! Sorry, I really phoned that in. Haha! Here we go. This is getting good. Kinshibori Park. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. But are you okay? You were so riddled and confused. I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that must have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors, being even a little off, can be fatal. What does that mean? I'm glad you're back to normal now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't. I'm trying to think what the storyteller meant before by he's only killed one person. Did he only kill Yoko? Did the other ones die from something else? Was that not us killing them? But I really don't remember what happened here. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'd even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Okay, so all of this now has not happened. Yeah. Because we didn't need to do this because Yoko no longer died. Alright, so let's carry on. Alright, game. 5 AM. This is what I said he should have done earlier. Wait, he's still at the park. Homie, go home. Alright. In future news, and further news, I can read. Full dawn today. Oh, hello! Introduction. I'm Lulu, Butcher Sheep Vtuber. I like spooky things as well as cozy things. Welcome to the Wilted Rose Butchery. Currently, I am doing my 3.0 donathon. If you guys would like to donate, that would be much, much, much appreciated. I'm very, very close. I'd really like to debut next month, but I need to fund my model, so please. That would be very wonderful. I have a new debut coming up. And we get a title drop. Did we beat the game? I think I died, yeah, but it was... I'm just seeing the different story paths at the moment. So... Okay, that's interesting. I don't think we're at the end of the game. I think this is the prologue. That was the prologue. Well done in your efforts this far. This brings Shogoku's story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the 3 protagonists have now been unlocked. So Shogo's not the protagonist! Because at the beginning of the game, it tells you Shogo is gonna die. They're like, we knew he was gonna die, but we needed to... Oh my god, everything we just did the last 2 episodes is all just the prologue. And everything I just did, this whole stream basically, was all the wrong route because Yoko had died. So I went back and I'm like, no, we're just gonna keep looking at Yoko. I'm not gonna turn the camera around. So then Shogo does, so now we learned about what's the 3 protagonists, which is Haruo Shigema, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered, the woman from the fire. Tetsuo Susumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigation Division, who is looking into the deaths of an officer in the line of duty. And Yako, the little girl we killed, Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. All of that was just the prologue. This game is amazing! Alright, so I guess we get a choice of who we want to play as. What do you guys think? Do you want to do Haruo? Do you want to do Tetsuo or Yako? We've met all of them, but we didn't spend much time with Yako. She died almost instantly. We had an altercation. I'm starting to learn how the game works. I myself am a character and I'm basically a god. Again, I'm still really impressed by that, the puzzle where I had to mute the game. I was like, I don't know, there's nothing else, because every time we talk to him it leads nowhere, and the girl behind us isn't doing anything. I've exhausted all other options, and it talks about hearing the sound it makes. So I was like, what if I just mute the game? So, not dreams, crime investigation, or spirit board. We know the least about Tatsuo because he wouldn't really talk to us. We were more talking to his assistant. You want to do Yako first? Let's do Yako first. Alright. Spirit board. Yako Sakazaki. Yako Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped. I love the fact that the whole thing we just played like 3 hours of the game or whatever with Shogo, and Shogo's not the protagonist. But we kind of knew something. We knew he was gonna die. Jump to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kuruzuzu in the classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Okay. Let's do Yako first. Alright. I want to do Tatsuo's next, I think. Kamagata High School. So these are our protagonists. And we've just met them. It's interesting. Okay. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? I need a second. Sorry, give me a second. It's okay. It's normal to be nervous your first time. There's nothing to be scared of, I promise. Thanks, I'm ready. High school student, Yako Sakazaki. Open up. Okay, let's read what we've got. Dios mio, it's Mio! Yako. Okay, so female, occupation, high school student, Kuroseko. Yako is a student in class 2C at Komagata High School. Unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate, Michio Shirashi, committed suicide, she attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress and, feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kuruzuzu to join her in performing a spirit board. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop Sonoya since its establishment in the early Showa era. Punkbrook VT, thank you for the follow! Thank you for becoming livestock! Welcome, welcome! Despite her modest appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her friends or family. It is possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love for chaos. Yako winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken, but is source of considerable strength of her mother. This game is so good. Hello, you popped up randomly on my YouTube. Hello! Thank you for following. I'm really enjoying it so far. I just got past the prologue, which is insane. Yeah. Also, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm super thirsty. I'm gonna run and grab a drink really quick. I will be right back. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I need to have something to drink. I will be back 5 seconds. I'm back. Let me get my headphones. Close the door to my office. Hello, sorry about that. I just realized how thirsty I was and I was like, oh, I need water. But I'm back now. Alright. Yes, this game is... I'm really enjoying this so far. Thank you to Aka, my good friend, for recommending it. Okay, so Yako likes to beat people up. Nice. Alright, let's start. This is a spirit board. This is how we will be communicating. First, we'll both put our finger on a 10-yen coin so it's on the board. Like this? Just like that. Relax your fingers as much as you can. Now for the chant, repeat what I say, okay? Oh, spectre of the spirit board, please visit us. Your turn. Spirit of the spectre. Spectre of the spirit board. Oh, spectre of the spirit board, there we go. Please visit us. There we go. Spectre of the spirit board. Spectre of the spirit board, please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you are there.
Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question.
Sorry, I forgot my Mio voice.
Start with a question that you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple.
What is this girl's name? Fine, what is the name of the girl across from me?
Oh. Mio. Yeah, see? It even used the weird characters you use to spell your name. How flattering.
Psychic girl, Mio. Okay, Mio's kind of weird. Let's learn about Mio. Mio is a transfer student to Class 2C in Komagata High School about 2 months ago. Although she is an extremely mild-mannered young woman, she exudes a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to form friendships. Mio has, however, found a friend in her classmate Yaku Sakazaki, who has begun to open up to her little by little. The truth of the matter is that Mio is an apprentice of a famous psychic. Possessing exceptional spirit sense, she takes on the troublesome task of superstitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out from in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio has already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Although she takes effort to hide her spirit sense, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the occult and the paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious that her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along with crows and black cats. Alright, so she's a spooky girl. Okay.
I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh, I don't know how I should feel about that.
Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. It said no. Is it lying?
Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We actually call a spirit with a strong tie to this place or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board.
Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. I like that. It's like, wait, so it's not like a cool, like, otherworldly being. It's just like a random spirit that's like, oh yeah, I'll help out. I'm nearby me. I'm very thirsty. Thirsty sheep. Do you mind if I still call you Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes. Yes, okay. Thanks.
Always good to remember to say please and thank you.
Open updates page. The Spirit Board. Due to occult craze, divination has become popular among young boys and girls. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit, and it will move the coin and answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism molded by Japanese cult enthusiasts, so a Ouija board. Though it is considered a form of divination, this ritualistic nature of its uses can cause self-hypnosis and auto-suggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession, so like psychosis, I guess. Many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards. Interesting. Oh, do we get a new one in here? No. Alright. What is this place? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Where are we? Is it gonna write high school? Yeah, high school, okay. High school. High school. High school, that's right.
The answers don't seem to be very precise.
What is my name? I think it should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter?
How strange.
No. Huh? It told me no?
What is your name? No.
Huh, I mean, it means it doesn't know. It may be the spectre of the spirit board, but it doesn't know everything. Really? But it knew your name, Mio. Is the spirit really the real deal?
This spirit's a bit sassy.
It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. What is my name? Ask again. What is my name? No.
Oh my god, I love the spirit.
It didn't even hesitate this time. Alright, it's time to ask serious questions. Yeah.
Who does Mio have a crush on? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. What is the name of the boy Mio has a crush on?
Hey, you're just going to ask it that kind of question?
Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards besides? I'm curious. There's a, they're in a seance with a random spirit that just happened to be free. They're using supernatural omegle. Also, apologies guys, I think chat's a little bit behind, just because I've had some weird internet things today. I don't know what's up, I'm gonna have to check out. So it was yesterday too.
No, let's not do this. No.
I said no. Guess it must mean you don't have a crush on anyone. Maybe Mio's into girls because you asked about a guy. Maybe that's why it's like, no. She doesn't like dudes.
Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on.
Or maybe, do you mean the boy isn't in our class? Yes.
Wow! Hey, stop that! Don't make me exercise you!
If that's the case then, oh, Spectre the Spirit World, is it a teacher in our school? No. I think Mio's gay. Oh, no good.
Phew. Yako, cut it out already. We made an effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions.
You've got a point. Okay. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now.
Yes, please.
Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio
Shirase in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide?
No.
So it really wasn't.
I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now the important part is...
Yeah.
Open updates page. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's cute. I like her little braids.
Michio was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley off South Morigisui Street, her entire body broken and severely contorted. Police determined that Michio committed suicide by jumping from a nearby apartment building. As there was no suicide note, the police based her conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Michio was an honest student with a good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite member among the teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending, uncompromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio had been pushing herself too hard to keep her emotions bottled up, to the point that they risked overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Although the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Yako herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. The days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Was the talisman a curse object? They kind of look like talismans. Michio's cause of death. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shirashi die in an accident? Yes. It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio.
Then, did she slip and fall from the apartment building? Yeah, it's Pride Month, exactly. Huh? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die from falling from the apartment building? Yes. No way! If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Where is the Rite of Resurrection? Then how about, oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, we want to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder.
So I assume this is right before Shogo found her leaving the high school because she was jumping the fence. Huh? Fucking hell. What is this? Stop, I'm scared, Mio. Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Such deep sorrow, a resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Kill them. Oh, kill them. So the spirit has, I guess, joined Yako. You have acquired the power of the curse and the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. This effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Press the use curse button to produce the sound. So which one was the Fool's Procession again? A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo, Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of Kagura's performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragisui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. I'm still trying to figure out how this one was sound-based. Like, because we had to mute the game in order to avoid it. Was it something to do with asking? Like, the demand, like, wash, so they did as, like, he said you hear it, so you do. Maybe that was it? Maybe you don't hear the command? I don't know. Anyway. Powers up to that. Cool. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who strongly desires the right. Kill them. Okay, we can either continue with Yako's or we can go. I really want to know how this guy is involved with Harue. So I think I'm going to do Not Dreams and then maybe... Yeah. I would like to know more about Yako's, but I think I want to explore a little more. Let's do hers. When the son of Harue Shigema was kidnapped and a botched investigation by the police resulted in a child's murder. 1 year later, Harue has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective in her home, something strange suddenly appears. Alright. Perish in flame. Kill them. Okay, so obviously she didn't have the park one. She had a fire-based one. She had the... Okay, so she had the haunting clappers, which was the guy who warned of fire. Okay, that's pretty obvious. I'm probably don't to read right now. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. This one kicking right off. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who strongly desires the right. Kill them. Harue Shijima, 12 AM. Shigema Mansion reception room. Oh, she is quite wealthy. Is Shogo back with me, ma'am? Oh, it's this fucking weirdo. It's fucking Michael Jackson. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams? Okay, let's read. Got anything? 6-female housewife. The curse echo is the haunting clappers. Harue is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case, a mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up by Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Harue to
call the services of a private investigator, Richter Kai, to uncover the truth. The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in the Honjo during the Edo period. Wasn't that, hang on, isn't that one of the curses? Honjo Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many of the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Harue's father sits in the upper class echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritized work above all else, it wasn't long before Harue's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haruo a purpose in life, but was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haruo spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Harue's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haruo left to live in a large, empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been in the family for a long time comes to take care of all the housework, Haruo has nothing but time on her hands. Okay. Alright, so hang on. Have we got any more about Richter? No. Got any more about Yako? The false position. So hang on, Haruo. So hers is the horn, but isn't this the thing about the? They came from a line of. If I go, hang on, files, 7 mysteries. So this is Yako's. Oh yeah, Yako's. The Haunting Clappers. Hers is the Haunting Clappers, but one of them was related curses power. Kills by burning one who's in possession of fire or a fire-starting device. And then the false procession. Hang on, I want to read about this one. Kills by fatal fall one of who hears the music from 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. Okay, here we are. We can. Oh, okay. Let's read about how this one worked. The false procession. Let's do some reading, my friends. Omio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. Same. As a gossip and loudmouth, she was same. She wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okame mask on her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Oh my god, they glued her face to the mask. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio is giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please, someone help. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those to help her. The music stopped in time with Omio's heart. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, the Haunting Clappers. So, what is this one? Red, red, red. Everything is dying crimson. My home is burned to the ground. It's so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right. I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anybody there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Oh, right, her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch! Those hauntingly cold eyes and my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under orders? This must be karma. The sound of a heavy bell. It feels like my head will split open. I feel like that's a typo. I think it should be my... Ah, right, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of the clappers. I've got to do louder. Clack, clack, clack. Okay. Just thinking. I was trying to figure out if one of them had that relation to the samurai, right? It said something... One of them relates to a samurai family? Foot washing mansion. One-sided read. The ever-burning lantern. Alright, never mind. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Think. My heart's still racing. This is it, my chance at long last. Can we look around? Hanging scroll. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it, but it's been hanging here since before I was born. Stereo. A stereo unit that with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. Yeah, the guy kind of looks like my... Oh. Well, I'll be damned. Is this what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. Just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or the other. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. Richter. Yeah, Richter looks like Michael Jackson. We're saying that. I knew it. The head hencho from from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the mockingbirds. The what? Stream died again. I might have to end soon. Hang on. Let it come back. It should be back, guys, if you refresh. Is it back? My internet's still being weird. I don't trust it. I'm still in the red. I wonder why it's doing this. Are we back? Are we good? I did die. I did see. No, I think it's gonna die again. I wonder why it's doing this lately. Are we good? Oh, it's being fussy. It's being very picky. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Okay. I will have to go soon because my phone's gonna die anyway, but I wonder why it's doing this lately. How odd. I'm gonna have to look. I'm just gonna have to do some checks because it was doing this yesterday too. So I'm guessing we have to find these around different parts of the game. That's so fun. That's so fun. Oh my god, this is so fun. Okay. 20 of them scattered around. Legion has collected them all will bring good luck. Oh my god. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye out for those. Cute. Television. A color television. Father brought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have Ledger Gadget. I think we'll finish Harue's and then I'm going to head off just because my phone's going to die and again, stream's been a bit finicky today. We've had it for a long time, but when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Fax machine. Oh my god. A fax machine. I can send images to other places along with the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I really find a use for it. And rotary phone. The telephone. This mansion has a private line. Alright, let's talk to Richter. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could barely believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Alright, let's read about Richter. An eccentric man that Shugooki ran into at Honjo Bridge. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Haruo Shigema to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, she gets caught up in the events surrounding the rite of resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help those in need and quit the force to start his own private investigation. However, his soft-hearted nature led him to take on too many cases and he put his office in dire financial straits. How he is still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Irio at the police academy. Okay. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigation and tailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's business source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet, Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office and, more importantly, Ernestine in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. Interesting. Alright. What got updated? Oh, the hero. Okay, this is a bit about his agency. Probably don't need to read that right now. We can later. Alright, let's have a chat. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out, and the whole time you were grinning to yourself as if you just won the lottery. Here to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So the haunting clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere, told you how to perform the rite of resurrection, and gave you a curse you'll need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real, honestly. I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw the curse stone appear in your hand myself. Looks like a popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. I think... my heart is still racing. Okay, this is the same thing. Let's just keep talking. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before I had even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched onto my soul along with the curse echo's resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago, wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it, all the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I'm sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief. I talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. I think. Alright. Okay, this is something. Okay, let's just keep talking. About the investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shigema. Oh, yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it was a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. Open up this page. Okay. A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Shimida around 1 year ago. Haruo Shigema's son, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school, with a ransom being demanded at the same evening. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that Shigema family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruo reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that it would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detectives assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give them an ultimatum. causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could largely be ascribed to the police's incompetence, but it was ultimately covered up by a stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case is long gone cold. Damn. Oh. Shuichi Shigema, male elementary school student. Oh, that's so sad. The only son of Haruo Shigema. He was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in Sumida River. Shuichi was a conscientious, brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother Haruo amid his father's frequent absences. He dreamed of becoming a police officer, and displayed diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age. Likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment, born in the early 70s, he spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus, taking English lessons, and training in kendo. The abacus. Do they still teach with the abacus in schools these days? I feel like we have calculators now, so like I don't know if abacuses are really, you know, needed. Is abacus is the plural? Abacusi? Abacuses? Is abacus? I don't know. Shuichi's tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them to all go on a hunt for mockingbird stickers. Oh my god, that's so sad. Oh. About the kidnapping. I suppose there's not much point in going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Oyoko River, here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from, but it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyoko River is quite distant from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely that he was abducted by car en route to his home. Maybe, but... Exactly. Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into the car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood too, even saw him warning the other children. I'm gonna bet it now it was the father or the grandfather. Something, I don't know how, I have a feeling that they're involved somehow. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So did they target him at, maybe not the father and grandfather, but maybe it was someone that he trusted. So did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched, which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper must have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? We haven't exhausted everything. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision. Alright. Just this... No, we're not getting anything new. Alright. You know, we... Wait, did it? It seems fine to me. This is getting so annoying. Sorry, guys. That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. Oh. I think we're okay now. I might end it here just because the internet dying is kind of driving me mad. I'm really sorry, guys, but it keeps dying and it's just sort of irritating me. But we could play more tomorrow.